The Indian caste system has been a big part of India for as long as we know. It is among the oldest of surviving stratifications in the world. The system divides Hindus into four main categories. The Brahmins, which is the highest caste and is for teachers and other learned Hindus. The Kshatriyas is the second caste and is for warriors and leaders. The Vaishyas is the third caste and is for traders. And the Shudras is the lowest caste in the Indian society, and Shudras do all the menial jobs. These are only the four main categories. Over the years, these four categories have divided into about 3,000 different castes and around 25,000 sub-castes, which are used in rural communities in India. When you are born in India, you automatically belong to the caste that your parents come from, and you can never leave this caste. You can only have a job that is within your caste, so if you're born into a farmer's caste, you can never become a sailor or a trader. And one can only marry within one's caste, and for most Indians, marriage is arranged by the parents when they are children. Until 1950, the system was enforced by Indian law, but the constitution, which was written by a lower caste Indian, banned discrimination on the basis of caste. But the caste system is still not entirely gone from India today. There are still tracts of the system in bigger cities like Delhi, but there's a lot of progress in the cities. In the rural communities, the system is unfortunately still very common. This is partly because it's very difficult to change a system that has been working for centuries. But the main factor that keeps the system going is Hinduism. Religion is very important to all Indians, and they have a very strong faith. One of the most important things in Hinduism is karma, and it's karma that keeps Hindus from leaving their caste. Because if they leave the caste or go against the system, they will have very bad karma. And in their next life, they will be born into a lower caste than the one they're in this life. But if they follow all the rules and have good karma when they die, they might be born into a higher caste than the one they are in this life. So why is it a problem with the caste system when the Indians don't want a change? Well, here's why. The Indian caste system breaks not one but two of the universal human rights. First is Article 1 in the Universal Declaration about Human Rights, the right to be born equal. When you are born into a caste where your job opportunities are limited because of this caste, and you can't marry someone that are of a higher or lower caste than you, you are not born equal to everyone. Next is Article 16, the right to marry whoever you want. In the Indian caste system, you cannot marry someone that is of a higher or lower caste than you, and that means that this right is broken. And that was the Indian caste system.